Ghost of Tsushima just got a new difficulty mode named Lethal, and it is really hard. This video will help you survive the carnage by breaking down the Ghost of Tsushima skill trees, showing you which skills to pick up early and which skills to avoid till later. Before we get into which skills to get, we need to understand how the skill trees actually work. Some skills are unlocked via skill points, which you gain as you increase your legend. Other skills are acquired via finishing specific story quests. Stances are acquired via killing or observing a certain number of Mongol leaders. And finally, ghost weapons are unlocked every time you fill up your legend bar completely. Keeping that in mind, this video will focus on the skills you can unlock via skill points and also on the ghost weapons. There are two major things to understand about the game before we get into selecting the skills, to understand why we're selecting the skills we're going to select. First, all the bosses wield swords, so it's essential to get anti-sword skills pretty quick. Second, the game's early missions are not really designed for stealth, so we can hold off and get most of the stealth skills later. Let's jump to the ghost weapons and get that out of the way. The first ghost weapon you should go for is the kunai. After that, the wind chime. These are by far the two most important. The kunai staggers any enemies you hit and is vital in the early and mid game for staggering enemies before you unlock all of the stances. The wind chimes, and its bigger brother the firecracker, are useful for completing challenges that award you with extra experience. Under the evolving tactics subtree, I'd recommend safe landing, concentration, standoff streak, and improved standoff streak. Everything else I'd save for mid to late game. After you've filled out all the stance and samurai skills, come back and get Chain Assassination and Chain Assassination Master. Moving on to the stance tree, you will want the entire column under Stone Stance right away, as these anti-sword skills help a lot during boss fights. As the other stances open up, make sure you get at least a second skill under each stance to increase your stagger damage. Finally, under the samurai tree, you'll want to pick up Perfect Parry and Roll first. Then pick up everything under the deflection tree except for Terrifying Parry before picking up all the evasion skills minus Mounted Strike. Needless to say, I'd avoid all of the exploration subtree. Picking up the skills in this order prepares you for the combat-heavy first act and difficult sword boss duels. Lethal mode is tough, but it's toughest at the beginning of the game. It gets a lot easier as you pick up the right skills, so keep fighting the good fight. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, questions, or constructive criticism, leave it down below. You already know the whole like and subscribe spiel, so this is MinSlashMax, and I'll see you next time. Happy gaming!